There was a time when I was just like you.
Oh, well, yeah, poor you.
Look, kid, you can talk to me.
I told you, man, there's nothing to say.
Then you don't want my help. You do want my help.
I want you to leave me alone.
I don't think you do, because if you did, you'd walk right out that door and you wouldn't let me stop you. What are you afraid of?
Nothing.
It's this, isn't it? Body of an unidentified teenage girl found in an alley on the waterfront. Strangled. You knew that girl, didn't you?
No!
You're in big trouble, aren't you?
I think you're doing the right thing.
I hope so.
Believe me, you are.
I'm very grateful, Robert. Thank you.
Everything's going to be just fine.
All right, time's up. Let's go.
Hold it.
1 second.
Scorpio, I wonder if you know how close you are to being arrested.
Not that close. I happen to be the police commissioner.
You also happen to be interfering with the duties of a federal official, both of you. I want you back on that plane right now, or you're not going to like the consequences, Miss Sutton.
She's not going anywhere.
She is being deported.
Before she's deported, she has an appointment.
Oh, really? Where?
The mayor's office. We're getting married.
Here we go.
I don't want it.
Honey, you gotta try to calm down.
Why should I calm down? Everyone says relax, calm down. What good does that do me?
Well, I personally am worried about your health.
I have never been healthier in my life.
Okay, that may be true, but you are in no condition to take on Scotty by yourself.
Oh, yes, I am. He's been walking over me since I got out of the hospital. Now it's my turn.
To do what?
To get even. To get back what's left of my dignity.
Oh, honey, that is just plain crazy talk.
Well, I am crazy. I am crazy with anger and frustration.
And so your only answer is to go for revenge?
It's a hell of a lot better than tea and tranquilizers. I'm gonna bury Scott in his own lies once and for all.
Susan, the man is your husband.
And life begins at 30. I'm gonna take care of this today and love every minute of it.
Poor, poor child.
No, Aunt Alice, not poor, rich, and I intend to stay that way. Let me talk to your boss. You know who it is. Heather, there's somebody you might work on. Scott, I want you home. Right now.
You don't know nothing about it.
That's why I'm asking you, kid.
Does it matter? I mean, you picked me up out of the snow and suddenly you gotta know everything about me.
Look, I just want to help.
Yeah, well, I'm not asking, okay?
Well, you're not turning it down either.
I'm just...
Okay, good. That's good. Keep going. You're just what? Tell me.
You can't help me, all right? I mean, the food's cool and the coat and everything, but you can't really help me. If you have any brains, you'll just leave. Just walk away, man. Pretend you never saw me.
I can't do that.
Why not? People do it all the time.
Yeah, I could have some time ago, but I can't do it now.
Keep on telling me things, you know, like you used to be like me. Well, what does it mean? It just doesn't make sense.
Look, I had a change once, all right? Some people came, they helped me. What am I talking about myself for? We're supposed to be talking about you here.
Yeah, well, there's nothing to say.
It's this, isn't it? It's this article.
I'm telling you, man, it's nothing.
It's this picture, isn't it?
No!
Yes, it is. I could tell.
Okay, yeah, reminds me of someone. All right, that's it.
Who?
What do you mean, who?
Who does it remind you of?
Just someone I know, all right? From home.
From Minnesota, right?
Yeah, what about it?
What about that girl in the picture, huh? You better start talking, girl, because I'm going to keep asking questions until you do.
She disappeared.
Did she run away?
No, someone took her.
How do you know that?
I was there.
Who was she, kid?
Stop calling me kid!
Who was she?
She was my sister, all right? Yeah. The girl in the paper reminded me of my sister. Are you satisfied now?
One more question. Was your sister killed, too?
Let's see the marriage certificate. Oh, and the ring.
Ah, well, the ring. Yes, well, that's in my safety deposit box. And as for the certificate, well, I'm not in the habit of carrying that around with me.
Scorpio, I know for a fact that you're not engaged, nor have you ever been romantically involved with Miss Sutton.
We had a whirlwind romance.
What's going on here? Listen, I've got a plane out there with 96 passengers and 6 crewmen on board, and the plane's icing up.
We're just concluding.
Okay, 2 minutes. Then I leave. With or without you.
You heard him, Scorpio.
We're not stopping you.
I'm not going anywhere without her.
Then we have a problem, because you're not leaving here with my fiancée.
Look, Scorpio, admit it. This marriage business is a gambit. You have no intention of marrying her.
Ask her.
All right. Let's have it. The truth.
I've consented to marry him.
Oh, really? Well, why didn't you tell me before? You certainly had ample opportunity.
I thought it was off.
Yeah, we had a little spat.
Right, an argument just before you first contacted me.
You know, an engagement does not make you a United States citizen. I can and still will deport you.
Not if she's in custody.
What?
I happen to be the police commissioner.
Oh, as if you haven't reminded me of that.
And I'm arresting Miss Sutton here.
You're arresting your fiancée.
Right, 301 parking tickets.
Not to mention suspicion of attempted robbery.
This is preposterous, Scorpio.
All you have to do is just run on down to City Hall and check it out. That'll take at least 2 hours out of your life. In the meantime, we have a JP to find. Goodbye.
That's it. I'm leaving.
Well, go ahead, because we're not going to be on the plane.
That's big of you.
I'm going down to City Hall and investigate this matter, and when I return, Miss Sutton is going to be on the next plane out of here with me.
Except Miss Sutton will by then be Mrs. Scorpio. Have a good day.
I really, I don't want to be here. I really would like to go home.
Oh, I understand, Aunt Alice. If you don't have a stomach, go ahead. It is difficult watching a grown man cry.
Just remember about his temper. He has a terrible temper.
When he's backed up against a wall, he does. That's true.
Well, isn't that exactly what you're planning on doing?
Nope. This time I'm going to handle it right.
Hello, Scotty.
Alice, Susan called.
Hello, darling. Thank you for coming home in such short notice. I know how busy you are at the office. Would you like to have some tea?
What's in it?
That's very good. I'm glad you still have your sense of humor.
Glad you have a sense of humor, too, Susan.
Come on, sit down. We have a lot to talk about.
I think I'm going to go.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, I think it's a very good idea.
Alice, why don't you stick around?
Scott, if she wants to go, let her go. I don't want her to feel uncomfortable.
Well, I feel a little uncomfortable, Susan.
Well, you have a reason to feel uncomfortable. See you later.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
All right, now that she's gone, what's going on?
What do you mean, what's going on?
Susan, you called me up and you said, get right home.
Are you sure it was my voice?
It sounded just like you, Susan.
Well, you never can tell. I mean, on the telephone, a lot of people sound alike.
Susan, what are you doing?
Practicing your signature. You know, your handwriting is really very good. I'm not sure I'm ever going to get it quite right.
So reminds me of my sister. Big deal. It's not like I know the girl in the picture or anything. So lay off, okay?
Was your sister killed?
God, you don't hear me, do you?
How was she killed? Was she strangled, too?
I don't know.
But she is dead, though.
I don't know that either. She took off. She disappeared. No one's seen her in a long time.
Who was that guy?
I don't know who you're talking about.
The guy that was choking you by the fence when I came up.
I don't know. Just some creep is all. I mean, the world's full of them. You know, guys trying to get stuff off you in alleys. I mean, it's sick out there.
How come you didn't have a jacket?
It's been a tough year.
Been tough. You were running out of someplace, weren't you? That guy was chasing you, and you were running from him.
I told you. He picked up on me, and I ran.
You ran. He picked up on you. Where could he pick up on you? In a bar? I don't think so, kid. You're a little young for that.
Yeah, well, I'm not as young as you think. Just quit calling me that, all right?
You knew that guy, didn't you?
Kind of, I guess.
Okay, kind of, I guess. Keep talking now. Tell me about it.
Look, I ran away from home. I didn't have any money, so he bought me a meal, all right?
And then he hit on you.
Yeah, like I owed him or something.
I think that guy was your pimp. Hey, watch it, kid, watch it!
Stop calling me kid.
That guy was chasing you, and you're scared. You're very scared, little girl. You're scared that he's gonna kill you, aren't you?
No.
Look, it's okay. I'm gonna help you. If you'll just level with me.
Now, wait a minute. You mean to say that someone has started a pool on how many inches of snow we're going to have this year?
And the person who comes closest without going over wins.
You've got to be joking.
No.
Jessie, you can't approve of this.
Oh, I'm in for 93 inches.
93, no, that's way too low. We're due for at least 5 more heavy storms this year, and we're already up to, what?
79.
79.
Want to take a shot at it?
Oh, Audrey couldn't do that in her
Oh, of
position.
course not. I forgot.
How about 115? I'll pay you tomorrow.
I'll mark you down now.
Good.
Good morning, Steve.
Morning,
It's a bad morning, bad morning. It's freezing out there.
Bless you.
Thank you. Been doing that ever since I left Mercy.
Well, it's no wonder. Where's your winter coat?
You tell me. I checked every closet, just add my coat to the list of missing things.
You mean misplaced?
I said missing, it's gone.
You have a list?
Well, a few things have disappeared from the house.
Including food.
Well, that's probably because you're not used to having 2 families there.
Oh, you have a point there, Amy. Good.
That doesn't explain where the missing pillowcase is, does it?
Oh, the missing pillow. Well, I'm betting on the laundry for that, and I am going to confront these.
Well, I wouldn't file a class action suit just yet. We'll ask the Webbers first.
Oh, yeah?
Ask the Webbers about what?
Well, we have no problem.
What to have for dinner tonight? How about pot roast? I think that Blackie and Tommy both like that.
Anything that you make is going to be fine.
Good.
Is that the only problem?
It's the only one I can think of.
Steve, you have that look.
Yeah, the one that tells me I should forget what's happening and get back to,
All right.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Some vitamin C on the way out.
Les, you wanted 118, right?
Yeah.
And you still owe me $1.
No, that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here to pay you. Do you think that pot roast was the only thing that was on their mind?
You know, now
I
that
think
you...
the conversation was mainly about pot roast.
Oh, that's strange. Well, I'll be on 7.
Okay. See you later. Jesse, why didn't you let me finish what I was saying to her?
You know perfectly well why I didn't.
And that's none of my business?
That's right. That's none of your business. In fact, I am seriously considering assigning you to the morgue, where your machinations will fall on deaf ears. Well, put me down for 124 on that.
Cost you $1.
Bill me.
It's Amy.
Yeah, well, I recognized it too. What's wrong?
Well, I can't let her know I'm here for a copy of my blood test. She'll spread it all over the hospital.
What choice do we have?
I'll go directly to Dr. Mason's office, but I shouldn't take too long.
Hurry. Hi, Jess.
Oh, Robert. I'm expecting you this morning?
Not really. I popped in for a copy of that physical that Steve gave me last week. Our police files seem to have misplaced it.
You do the cutest little thing with your T's. You cross them both with one stroke, and then do this odd little upshoot thing at the end. It's very distinctive.
Have you started drinking again, Susan?
Whatever gives you that idea?
Because you're acting very strangely here. Now tell me, what are you doing?
Nothing that concerns you.
Susan, I don't understand. You called me up 30 minutes ago and you say, get home. Now I come home and you're scribbling on a little piece of paper.
There, take a look at this. What do you think? Pretty good, huh?
Not bad. Terrific, Susan.
See?
What does it have to do with anything?
Well, it just shows that it's possible. I mean, a person can actually, with a little bit of practice, learn to write like somebody else.
I suppose it's possible.
I wonder, though, do you think you could ever learn to write like me?
certificate?
No, this one's yours. Here's mine. Okay, good. Your blood test?
Envelope.
Right. This is madness.
You'll make it.
Yeah, I know, but we haven't even had time to think about this. I mean, it's not going to take far long to realize that I haven't got any tickets or warrants.
Longer than you might think. I've examined my bureaucracy firsthand, and as a matter of fact, it had been one of the first orders of priority for me to streamline operations. Fortunately, I got involved in other things. He's tied up for longer than you might think.
So by the time he shows up...
We're going to be man and wife.
I don't think we should think about it.
Yeah, good idea.
Robert.
Yeah.
It's not too late to back out.
Right, not.
The quickest marriage license I ever procured. I had to cut through 5 reels of red tape to waive that 24-hour rule.
But it's in order, though.
Everything's proper and legal. Do you have the witnesses?
Witnesses?
You know I forgot something.
No problem. Just 1 second.
Remind me to vote for this guy next time.
He's earned it.
Okay, now we're ready.
Look, that wax is going to dry on me, Mayor. I can't waste my time with this foolishness.
These people are getting married. They need witnesses.
Married, you say? Yeah, they look nice enough. Yeah, I guess it'll be all right.
We'd really appreciate it.
All right, if no one objects, let's get started.
Well, good, you're home.
I was in the shower, Mother. You know, you should try calling first.
Now, could you tell me why, just tell me why, in Godgood's name, that you are trying to wreck Susan's marriage?
Susan told you that?
They were very happy in the beginning, so you must have done something to destroy it.
That's preposterous. I didn't do anything.
Susan told me how you hit her with a cane. I myself have heard you say terrible things to her, and now you are working for him.
So I work for him. It doesn't mean I'm trying to wreck his marriage.
Oh, yeah? You have always wanted him for yourself.
Mother!
I don't want you to try to deny it, because I can tell, because I have seen the way you act when they are together. I've seen you with all that jealousy in your eyes, and I have seen it 100 times before.
That is ridiculous.
You did it, didn't you?
Now you're not even making sense.
You forged Susan's signature on the power of attorney papers so that Scotty could get the money for his mall.
No, you must...
Don't do it! Now, don't you start now with the lies and the covers up, because I know every one of your techniques.
It is impossible that I would forge anything.
Heather, I was at the bank with Susan, and I know everything.
Then tell me, because I don't know about it.
Okay, Miss Innocent. They can put you in jail because forgery is a serious crime.
If and when they prove it.
Then you did do it.
I didn't say that. And if you really loved me, Mother, you would be making all these ridiculous accusations.
Love has nothing to do with this.
Oh, no. If you loved me, you would be standing up for me.
I feel like such a fool. I was really beginning to believe that you had straightened out. Now, I really don't know what hurts me worse. But it's finding that out of this terrible shame that I feel. You and Scotty are in trouble. I don't know how Susan's going to react.
All right, Susan, why don't you just say it? Why don't you just get it over with, huh? You're going to try and torture me.
I know everything, Scott, and I fully intend to torture you.
Okay, how did you come to
Find out? I went to the bank, and I talked to that idiot Carlson.
Susan, you were just going to let those T-bills roll over.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? You know, I was wondering why you were so relieved to hear that. I should have suspected right from the beginning.
Susan, if you hadn't have been so unreasonable in your decision...
Don't you dare try to turn these tables on me now, Scott. You forged my signature, and you're going to pay for it.
Look, before you start threatening, why don't you just think of the advantages of this investment, okay? Now, this mall is a terrific investment. It's one of the top investments.
Shut up!
I was giving you top priority.
Shut up about that mall! If I hear one more word about that stupid mall, I'm going to go mad.
You already are mad.
No.
Just listen to yourself.
You're the one who's crazy, and I've known it from the beginning. But I needed you then. I don't need you anymore, Scott, because now I'm in control.
Oh, you are? Well, so what are you going to do with your control, Susan?
I'm going to bury you alive. I'm going to nail you to the cross, Scott. I'm going to ruin you.
I could kill you, Susan.
You admit that the papers were forged, then?
Well, I knew about it, but I don't admit to doing it.
Knowing about it is good enough. It makes you an accessory.
You sound like a judge, Mother.
Heather, you can't get away with this one.
I'm not trying to get away from anything. I didn't do anything. How did Scotty react when Susan accused him?
I don't know. I didn't wait around to find out.
Well, I know what he's going to do. He's going to blame me.
Why would he do that?
Because our minds work in similar ways.
You did it. Forgery. On top of everything else that you have ever done.
Mother, stop it. No one has been arrested yet. There could be a perfectly reasonable explanation.
Heather, I was at the bank. Now, they know, too, and there is only one person that they can point the finger at.
Scotty.
Yes. And you just said yourself that he is going to point the finger at you.
I better call him.
Yeah, I think you're too late.
You don't know that.
You're absolutely insane, Susan.
What if I am? At least I'm finally sticking up for myself.
No, you're not. You're going to destroy yourself.
I
is what you're
don't
gonna
care. As long as I can take you down with me. Hello.
Let me talk to him, Susan.
Heather, darling, I was wondering how long it would take you to call. Did Aunt Alice give you the news?
I asked for Scotty, Susan.
You want to talk to him? Get over here. I plan to finish you both off today.
I thee endow.
I thee endow.
Then, by the power vested in me by the state of New York, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Beautiful, Mayor.
Thank you.
Haven't you forgotten something?
Oh, yes. Robert, you may kiss the bride.
Congratulations, you two. With Valentine's Day just a week off, I can't think of a better time to get married. Thank you. You're welcome.
Got any kids planned? Take my advice. They're a real handful now.
Yeah,
You just-
right. Thanks very much. We'll remember that. Really appreciate this, Mr. Mayor.
It was my pleasure. Now, I know you two have some plans to make, and I have a meeting with city planning, so if you'll excuse me.
Of course.
May I kiss the bride?
Please.
Good luck to both of you.
Well, that wasn't too painful, I hope.
No, not at all.
Bottom line is that they can't make you leave now or ever.
Thank you, Robert.
Sure. Well, shall we go?
Where?
Hadn't really thought about that. I guess back to the penthouse.
No, please, not there.
We have to.
That's where Father stayed before with Basil and the others.
Look, I know it has a lot of unpleasant memories, but once Farrell learns that there's no tickets, he's going to be onto us. The penthouse is going to be the first place he checks. We have to be together.
Right. The penthouse.
Get your coat.
So, this is the infamous betting pool I've been hearing about. How many inches of snow will fall this year?
Only a few squares left, Dr. Hardy. What'll it be?
Well, let's see. There was 170 inches last year, but it's not quite as bad this year. How about 113?
By coincidence, it happens to be available.
Well, then sign me up by all means. 13 is my lucky number, you know.
You don't say.
Don't tell me they talked you into this pool, too.
Well, it's for a good cause. Myself, because I plan to win it.
Oh, good.
Oh, Rick, Leslie, have you got a second?
For you, of course, Steve.
What's up, Doc?
Well, I was wondering, have either of you by any chance seen my gray winter coat?
It seems to have disappeared from the house.
Well, I don't think I could have gotten it mixed up. I got this whole thing I've had for years.
I don't think I've seen it in the last maybe day or two.
It's kind of funny because Steve's really looked everywhere for it.
Or maybe you could ask Blackie about it.
Steve, it's not exactly Blackie's style.
I know, but he came home a couple of nights ago without his jacket, and then he was wearing it again the next day, and my coat was missing.
Steve, I don't see a connection.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a very logical explanation for it.
Still, I'd appreciate it if you'd ask Blackie about it.
Good idea. And while we're asking Blackie, I think we ought to ask Tommy, too.
Well, yes, that's a good idea.
Now, wait a minute, Rick. I'm not accusing Blackie of anything. I just want to find my coat.
We understand, Steve, really.
The elevator. Come on, dear.
Well, we'll see you tonight.
Yeah, of course. I'd be glad when we get home.
Yes, I know. I know, so
All right.
Come in, cousin. The party's just getting warmed up.
Where's Scotty?
Over there, cowering in the corner.
What's going on?
You know damn well what's going on.
What'd you tell her, Scotty?
I haven't told her anything. She hasn't given me a chance to say a word.
I wanted to have you both here so I could look you right in the eyes when I faced you with the truth.
She has this crazy idea in her mind that we forged Jason's power of attorney papers.
I know you forged the papers. I just would like to know which one of you actually did the forging.
We don't have to answer these accusations, Scotty.
Would you rather I go to the police, Heather? You and Captain Ramsey are old friends. That'd probably be like old hat for you.
Come on, Susan. No one's going to be arrested.
I have the proof.
What proof, Susan? You think the bank is just going to sign over the power of attorney on just a signature? Huh? No, they're going to call you up and confirm it first, which is what they did.
But they didn't.
They did?
Nobody called me.
I was in Carlson's office.
You're a liar,
I heard him
Scott.
talking to you on the phone.
You're a liar and a cheat, and you're not going to get away with it.
Baldwin, please. The baby. You woke him up. I got him dressed. I thought I'd take him out for some air.
Yes, good idea. Why don't you take him to your house? Because there's going to be a lot more yelling around here, and I don't want him to hear it.
Yes, ma'am.
Go for a little walk? Go for a little walk and I'll see you later, I think? Bye-bye.
What are you staring at?
You. I thought you'd recovered from that accident of yours. Apparently, I was wrong. You're crazy if you expect to get away with this, Susan.
I not only expect it, I'm going to get it.
Revenge?
That's right. Revenge for everything.
All right, come on, sis. Let's just everybody just calm down, okay? Let's just act like rational adults.
And it'd be like speaking a foreign language around here.
Well, screaming and yelling is not going to
It's exactly what I'm going to do. You're a couple of thieves. You know that? Outlaws. Well, you're not going to get away with it. I'm going to put you both in jail if it takes me the rest of my life.
Susan, now just calm down. You've got to realize that Heather and I are innocent.
You're guilty. You're both guilty. You know that? And I know it. And I'm going to prove it. And now, I'd like you to both leave. Go on, get out of here. I don't have anything else to say to you. Get out. Out!
Hey.
Think he's home?
If that music is any indication, yes, he's home.
Blackie! What are you yelling for? Right here. Stop it.
Good. We have to talk to you about something.
About what?
Have you seen Dr. Hardy's heavy gray coat?
Well, what would I be doing with Dr. Harry's heavy gray coat, whatever?
A good question.
Right. What's for dinner?
Hot roast, and turn that thing down.
Wait. Just leave it down. Why are we having pot roast again? I hate pot roast.
I thought you liked it.
I mean, I like it, but she cooks it 3 times a week. How can you
No
like it?
complaints. Enough of a strain for them having us here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right.
And by the way, where have you been the last couple of days?
Well, I got some heavy tests, so I've been studying. That's all. Hitting the books, you know me.
Isn't that silly how I figured it was a girl?
Yeah, that is. So what would I be doing with a girl? I have enough problems.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I don't believe this, Leslie.
What?
What does that look like to you?
Oh, my gosh. He said they looked everywhere.
Well, that's Steve's coat.
Maybe they should get their eyes checked.
I'll get it. Isn't that strange? Was it underneath something or something? Hello?
On the side.
Hi, Mr. Marshall. I'm so sorry I haven't gotten over there the last couple of days. I've just been so busy. How's it going? You're kidding. You're kidding. No. Oh, no, that's fantastic. Really? Wonderful. Oh, thank you. I'll see you tomorrow, or I'll call you or something. Thank you. The contractor, the house is finished. They finished today. We can move back in.
We're saved.
And not a minute too soon.
Oh, I cannot believe it. It was one of those lavish garden weddings with servants bustling about with champagne and hors d'oeuvres. I was 9, the official flower girl. I was determined that my wedding was going to be exactly like that.
Holly, I really wish I could make this easier for you.
Oh, it's okay. We can't plan our lives too much.
Let me take your coat.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was used to come in the back way before when Father was here. It felt strange coming in the front door. The place is different, but the memories are the same.
If it wasn't for the sake of appearances, I wouldn't make you stay here.
Oh, I understand.
What are you thinking?
Daddy made Luke promise to look after me. And there you are.
My friendship was the same as a promise to Luke. If anything had happened, I would have helped out.
So here we are, waiting for immigration to show up.
Well, I'll get you a drink.
No, thank you.
Look, there isn't much in the fridge.
Really, I'll be fine. I understand how difficult this is for you.
No.
Oh, it is. Come on, you know it is. But we'll get a divorce right away.
The rules say we have to stay married for 2 years or until the child arrives. The immigration people are going to be watching us.
There's nothing you can do about it?
We've got to play the game. I mean, we're married, fine, but now we have to stay that way. That'll be Farrell. You ready?
How nice to find you both in. You have not been arrested, nor are there any outstanding warrants. Let's go. We're booked on the next plane out.
You're going to have to change your plans. Miss Sutton here is now Mrs. Scorpio. Check out the license.
Scorpio, this doesn't mean a thing. You can't marry somebody as a means of keeping them in the country. We have laws.
I know. I've read them all. And one particular statute says that if this woman marries me, then you can't make her leave. Now, that's exactly what she's done.
That's not enough. That's a marriage of convenience. That doesn't count.
There's one other reason.
I'm sure there is.
I'm pregnant with his child.
You were saying?
All right. I guess that does change things. But let me tell you, we're going to be keeping a very watchful eye on you. Especially watchful, looking out for a divorce. Good day. Oh, you don't mind if I don't kiss the bride.
Scotty, you always knew this could happen.
If I could have just bought some more time. This whole thing's a fluke that she found out the way she did.
Well, there's no sense harping on it. Let's just figure out what we should do.
I think she's got us this time. I think we're in big trouble.
Wait a minute. Let's take a look at the facts, okay? No one actually saw you forge Susan's signature. And as far as the phone call goes, well, Mr. Carlson probably still thinks he talked to Susan, not me.
No, Heather, there's more to it than that. I'm the one that brought the document in there. I'm the one that moved the money into my project. I'm the one that called Susan from Carlson's office. He's got to remember all of that.
But, Scotty, it's only circumstantial evidence.
Besides, Carlson knows that Susan was against it right from the beginning. I'm telling you, Heather, we're in big trouble.
You just go home and calm her down. You go home and sweet talk her. She's always been a sucker for candy and flowers and kind words. You put on the best performance of your life.
I don't think it's gonna work. She's different now. She's really different, Heather.
No, once a sap, always a sap.
Oh, maybe you're right. What choice do we have?
Okay, the last of your clothes. Oh, don't wrinkle them like that. Handle them carefully. I don't want to have to iron them the minute I
Move,
get
Amy.
mine.
This is my stuff right here.
Excuse me, follow me out.
All right.
Okay.
What do you got in here?
Wait a minute, what's going on
Well,
here?
it's a moving day. I'll be right back.
Is there any more boxes? Hi.
You didn't tell us.
Well, if you guys would have showed up 10 minutes later, you would have missed us.
I left you a long letter. Mikey, come on, honey, let's get going. Please.
What, you sure there isn't something we can do to help?
No, we took care of everything already.
No, I changed the beds and I tried to clean up the rooms best I could anyway.
Yes, you didn't have to do that. The maid's coming tomorrow.
Well, I don't know. It felt better to be.
Anybody explain to you we solved the mystery of your missing coat?
Yeah.
You mean you found it?
Yeah, it's right behind you.
No way. I checked that closet top to bottom.
Steve, you better look now. It's there.
Uh-huh. Isn't that it?
That's it.
Oh, what do you know?
Now, are you sure it wasn't there before, Steve?
Positive.
Well, maybe you have a poltergeist.
Poltergeists have all moved out.
No, they're in the process.
What's a poltergeist?
A movie.
Or a friendly ghost. Kid.
Aren't you going to help, Mike?
I'd love to help, but I got to get going, really. I'm sorry.
Whoa, where have you got to go, Blackie?
Well, I have late classes tonight.
Hold it. You don't have late classes on Mondays. You're going to stay right here and help us move, kid.
Oh, come on. Kid. There goes with kid again. I'm not no kid.
Isn't that what we are?
Well, it's not a crime to be a kid.
Blackie.
Look, I got important things to do.
Well, why don't you tell us exactly what these important things are?
Yeah.
Well, they're just things, that's all.
Oh, well, if they're then not that important, then you can just have them wait until another day and you can help us now.
That's right. This goes to the trunk.
All right.
Don't drop your box. Let's go.
Goodbye. Thanks, Artie, really.
Yeah,
Watch
right.
the luggage.
So, when your child is born, well, it'll be an American citizen.
I won't.
Doesn't matter. Part of U.S. policy that they won't separate mother and child if one or the other is a citizen here. So at that point, we can be divorced.
Here we are, just married and already talking about divorce.
You know, there was this time when Luke and I were...
Let's not reminisce, not right now, anyway.
Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry.
Let's not do that either.
I almost forgot. These letters you wrote, there'll be no need to send them now that you're staying.
Thank you. Do you think Bobby and Ruby will understand?
I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, I guess not. But I think I'm going to turn in now.
Look, the main bedroom's yours. I'll take the guest room.
Robert, I find that I don't know what to say.
Me neither.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Look, the important thing to remember here is this is only temporary. And we're not doing it for ourselves, we're doing it for Luke's child.
I won't forget.
Good. I'll organize my things upstairs.
Right.
Susan, everything I did for Jason. It was a good investment. The principal would have doubled in a year. The interest you could have lived off of. Look, I wasn't trying to hurt you or deceive you. It was business. It was a good investment, and I felt I had to do what I thought was right.
I'm sure you did, Scott.
And you can't blame Heather either, you know, because she was just doing what I told her to do because she works for me.
This sounds an awful lot like a confession.
No, Susan, it's an apology. I never meant to hurt you.
Are you finished?
If you tell me that you understand.
Well, then I'm afraid you'll never be able to finish, Scott. Because, you see, I don't understand. And if you want the truth, I'll give it to you. I'm going to prosecute. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to watch them lock you up for a good long time. And you know what else? It feels wonderful.
All right, Susan.
What?
If you want to fight, a fight is what you're going to get. But you remember, you got to prove forgery.
Oh, Scott, don't you think I know that? I'm way ahead of you on this one. Sweet dreams.
I hoped I'd catch you before the Webbers got home. What a mess.
You came all the way over here to tell me that?
No, I was on an errand for Scotty.
I can just imagine.
Strictly business. I just came over to see how you were.
Busy.
Oh, I won't take up much of your time.
Heather, you and I have nothing to talk about. Now, I told you yesterday, as long as you'd gone back to your old tricks, that I don't want to have anything to do with you.
But you don't understand.
What I understand is that I am ashamed. And I am disgusted, but then that's nothing new, is it?
Mother, why can't you see that Susan's lying?
Look, I can see that you and Scotty have been conning me all along. Now, you two are doing criminal things, and I can't condone any illegal activities.
Then why are you on Susan's side? Don't you realize what she's doing?
Nothing like what you and Scotty have been doing.
She's into blackmail.
What?
That's exactly what she's doing to the quartermaids.
Oh, no.
Why do you think they're so upset?
I had no idea.
Susan's gone crazy, Mother. She has really lost it this time. When she was drinking.
Heather.
It's true. At least then she had an excuse for her erratic behavior. Now she's acting far worse and she's stone cold sober. You gotta help her.
What can I do?
Talk to her. Make her come to her senses before it's too late.
I don't know.
Mother, you've got to do something. Susan's gonna destroy herself. And she's going to take an awful lot of people along with her. And her marriage to Scotty, well, that's going to be totally ruined if she decides to prosecute him.
Well, I guess I should try to do something.
You're the only one who can reach her.
I had no idea it'd gone this far.
It's much worse than you think.
Okay, I'll go see her right now and talk to her. Hope it's not too late.
Me too.
Yes, baby. Yes, you want to hear the rest?
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Congratulations on the redecorating. I'm sure it'll be very nice once you tidy up a little bit. It'll be real comfortable.
Tidy up, huh? What do you think we have been doing? I'm surprised to see you here, Heather. Mm-hmm.
I just dropped by to see my mother, that's all. I wish I could stay here and help you get settled in, but I've got to go.
We'll manage. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks.
I don't know.
Well, here we are again. What's next?
I would love to get the kitchen in order. Okay, troops,
Okay.
fall in for your next assignment. Hello there.
You're going to have to excuse me.
Why?
Well, I've got the shelves all done, but I didn't have time to do the pots and pans.
Oh, don't worry about it. We're all here. The work will go much faster.
Yeah, but without me. I'm sorry, but I have to go take care of some very urgent family business. I'm really sorry, but I do have to go.
Oh, I love this landing. I just love this landing. You do like it all, don't you? I mean, you really like it.
Yes, I really like it, but I like more than anything else just being home.
I know what you mean.
Amy, why don't you give me a hand and we'll shift this couch up and then we can
Hello.
start.
Couldn't we start with something lighter? Oh, Amy.
The two of you can handle it. Come
Okay,
on.
you're right. You're right.
Thank you.
Can you believe
believe that Robert Scorpio and Holly Sutton got married? And talk about a whirlwind courtship, you know? Why the heck would they do something like that?
I have no idea. I don't know Holly that well.
Well, neither do I.
And it sure doesn't stop you from gossiping about her, does it?
I just think it's a really tacky thing for her and Robert to do, considering that Luke's barely in the grave.
Amy.
Well, it's true.
I don't want you to say things like that anymore, if you don't mind.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Rick.
Thank you. Oh, my
Look at this place.
nice place. Nice.
Yeah, you know, I was... They are so nice to stop by here to give us a hand. We really appreciate it.
Nice try.
No, dear. We are here for signatures.
Yeah, we got 104 signatures on the petition to keep the clinic alive.
You've really been hustling. Great.
We're getting there. Okay, I've got another one for you. Oh, thank you, my lady. Every little bit helps, right?
Sure does. Well, what's next on the plan?
Well, Claudia and I were going to go down to Kelly's to talk about the strategy plan. We've got to talk about getting more signatures.
And we were hoping that you could join us.
Oh, I would love to go, but I got to help them get this place in order.
Never mind.
Leslie.
What's a crusade without its white knight? Go on, Sir Galahad. You're...
There are a lot of things to...
Thank you.
Well, it seems that there's a unanimous approval of me going.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Sir Ivanhoe.
For you?
Thank you.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Good luck. I would say the same to you. Looks like you're going to need it.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey.
We'll bring it back. Wait on me! Okay, partner, what do you think?
I think that Mrs. Grant should have stayed here and helped us straighten up instead of going home and taking care of her family.
All right, Amy, enough. I'm sure she had a very good reason.
Yeah, or two. Named Heather and Susan. And by the look on Mrs. Grant's face, I would say both.